We have loans. We have loans that do not show up on your personal credit report, even if it is a personal loan. So those can be a commercial loan that does not show up, and it could be a business loan that will show up. So as we go through this process, we'll get more in depth into what you guys are looking for and what you guys need. I just wanted to kind of introduce myself, let you know what I'm here for. And if you have any questions in regards to funding, in regards to setting up your LLC, in regards to how long does it take to get funding, how much funding can I get? That'll be a question that we can redirect back to Daniel and Jasmine, and we can set up either a one-on-one call, or we could do something in this type of setting where we're doing a Zoom. If you want to learn more information about funding, my website is leveragefast.com, as you can see right here on the other side of me at the top. And you can scan a QR code if you have any questions, and we'll go from there. But it was my pleasure speaking. I just wanted to give you guys a brief rundown of what we do. And if you have any questions that you may think of, feel free to jot them down in the chat. I'll take a look at them and answer them accordingly. Or we can, like I said, schedule a Zoom call again with Daniel and Jasmine and go from there.
No. So really,
go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Jasmine.
it's okay. I just really wanted to speak a little bit to Luther. He has actually helped me personally. I invited him on the call, but he has actually gotten me previous business funding. And when I say that he really knows his stuff, that he does not mind sharing information, making you knowledgeable and comfortable through the process, because I was looking for some startup capital. I was quite nervous about it, but he kind of walked me through the process, made me feel real comfortable. And I've come back to him a couple of times, and he's been a great assistance to me. So I'm very glad to have him on the call tonight. And as he mentioned, if you guys are wanting to discuss further, we can maybe set up a training course or set up a Zoom call. So thank you very much, Luther. I truly, truly appreciate you joining us tonight.
My pleasure. Thank you.
And definitely appreciate you too as well, Luther. If you can put all of your information inside the chat. Everybody that's on the call is not business owners. And then at the same time, depending upon the structure of some of these real estate investment deals, LLCs are going to need to be created per deal and then dissolved and, stuff like that as well. So we definitely, I'm happy to have you. I'm looking forward to doing, continue future business with you. So just make sure everything is, inside the chat. And if anybody have any questions, for Luther, once we get, down the line a little bit, we'll open up the floor for anybody to speak. We have another individual named Joseph from Capital Solutions. Joseph, if you can, just chime in a little bit and, share with the group on your funding program.
Yeah, absolutely. And good evening, everyone. So my name is Joseph Walker. First and foremost, definitely want to thank you, Daniel, and also thank you, Ms. Jasmine, for inviting me here to this amazing meeting to speak to everyone this evening. So I'm Joseph Walker. I'm a commercial mortgage broker with Power Capital Solutions, and we mainly specialize in providing hard money for investors who are looking to do a fix and flip or fix and hold. And we also provide loans, DSCR loans for long-term rental properties. Now, the main property type that we work with is going to be 1 to 4 unit residential, condominiums, and townhomes. Now, I work with investors on all levels, whether it's a seasoned investor or a newer investor. And for newer investors, I definitely love to take my time, make sure that you understand the process A to Z as far as the kind of funding, the project that you're looking at. Make sure your numbers pencil out. But the special thing about what we offer at Power Capital Solutions is we have a lot of different options regarding fix and flip programs. So we fund in all states, minus rural areas. Those are typically a little bit too difficult to comp out. We also have no credit, no appraisal programs for hard money, depending on which state that you're located in. As far as the DSCR loans, those are going to be 30-year fixed, or those could be adjustable rate mortgages. I know I know people have a lot of questions as it relates to either short-term bridge loans or long-term investment property loans. So, anyone who does have any specific questions or even general questions, you can definitely feel free, reach out, leave a comment in the actual chat. I did put my information below as well. And that gentleman, Mr. Luther, you will be an individual I would definitely love to work with, because I know a lot of investors who need some additional capital in order to qualify for the loans that I do offer. So I will definitely be getting up with you later. But once again, anyone, if you have any questions, you can feel free to reach out to me or leave a comment in the chat.
Thank you, appreciate it. And you did say you put your information inside the chat, correct? Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm not going to take up too much time on this particular topic, because I do want to invite a couple of people. I do want to kind of go down in the list to just to talk about who's actually on the call and the reason and why we here at FTB. Today is our official launch of our youth entrepreneurship program. I would ask that everyone on this call, start, thinking of family members, people that you guys know that's within the community, young people that you would like to reach out to, that y'all can start inviting back, to FTB. Because what we're doing is we're going to create, we're taking them, the program is for all ages, so it's not just between 15 and 18, but you have to be 18 in order to graduate to qualify, in order for us to get into the physical investment aspects of, the program that we actually launching. With the same way that we have these weekly calls, we're going to be doing weekly calls with our youth. Members are more than welcome to get on these calls. It's going to be educational information, period. A lot of it is probably going to be a little overwhelming for the average youth, but the goal is, for us to change the ideology of the thought process, to start creating the information that need to be embedded in our young people in order for them to be interested, as they get older, to have other options. We know that college isn't, for everyone. However, we're not trying to eliminate college, out of, the mindset of where, our normal directional courses, for our youth to be. But at the same time, within this program, we want to start, guiding them and giving them the why. Some children don't want to go to college because they just don't really understand the why. Maybe if they knew that they needed a degree in order for them to practice for whatever it is that they needed to practice on, that's going to be the support systems that we're going to be pushing through our entrepreneurship program. Our goal within this program is to get them ready to become business owners. And it's not all about real estate. It can be, opening up a store, beauty salon. It can be whatever, that we tend to find, because every individual is different. If you look at the, children nowadays, a lot of them are into gaming. A lot of them are really, really intelligent. These are our future app builders, our computer programmers, and and what we want to do here at FTB is actually start pulling that, out of them, but also getting them in front of the stock market, letting them learn what trading stocks is all about, and actually FTB, funding startup capital, for those who's old enough to really start playing into the market. So I wanted to share this, with the group tonight, just so you guys know that y'all can start reaching out within yourself, because everything starts at home. Personally, I have children of my own. I have a couple that is actual, entrepreneurs that I've been seeing certain traits over the years that I want to put into the program. If you guys have children and people that y'all know within the community, inbox me so we can be able to talk about it. But I'm going to start doing a Zoom call, not on Mondays. It's probably going to be on a Tuesday or maybe a Wednesday, where this call is going to run between 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. Once a week, so we can start implementing, certain systems, into play. what I want to do now is I want to kind of open the floor up a little bit, just so some of the business owners on here can get a chance to let people know who they are, what they do, because that's what FTB is. FTB is a growing organization that we're creating a global business network, and it's exactly what it sounds like. And we need to know what you do, when you do it, how you do it, and where your services are actually, being provided at, so we can get you onto our membership directory. I'm looking at all the names and everybody that's on here. So what I would like to do is there's a couple of individuals that I invited. Jeanette Washington, if you would like to introduce yourself. I see that you did put your information into the chat. And I do know you did mention that you was going to invite a couple of your children on here tonight. So I'm not sure if they actually on the call. But if you can, let the organization know who you are, what you do, and how they can get in touch with you. For the most part, we're just trying to create that space where we have that place that we can just, meet up and ask these questions.
Thank you, Dan, for the opportunity. Nice to meet you all. My name is Jeanette Washington, and yes, my son is on the call, Joshua, so I'll allow him to introduce himself in a moment. I am a licensed financial professional specializing primarily in personal finance. By the fall of this year, we'll be going back into small business development in the area of tax and just business finances. I am excited to be a part of this because I'm really looking into learning more about real estate investing. I also have a ministry whereby we are looking to own some properties to help those that are in need, right? Women and children primarily, that are transitioning from shelters. So I'm just interested in learning a little bit more about some of these companies that might be able to assist us in those efforts, and be of service in any way that I can in the area of finance. I really enjoy working with individuals, working with families, but again, also small businesses as well.
Gotcha. Thanks, Jeanette. She did put her information, in the chat. If you guys need any type of financial advice, financial services, as you all know, FTB, we need every individual, every walk of business. We need to know that we can be able to reach into our portal, and our resource and our network is right at, our fingertips. We have some people on this call that's in insurance. We have people that's on this call that drive trucks. They moving things up and down the highway. We all know we all live in a home. We all have a business. So everything is based around real estate. However, we all live a different walk of life when it comes to business. So there's going to be conversations that come up, within this organization that's outside of, real estate investing. But for the most part, we want to create that platform because we want to invest in each other. We want to be able to take thriving businesses that's already up and running and be able to come together as a group and bring whatever capital to the table that's needed, regardless if it's real estate or not. And these are the conversations, that we have in our membership, directory, membership portal. So if anybody want to, pretty much chime in and, talk about their business, or guys want me to go down a list, I don't want to, call on anyone or pick on anyone, or no one is obligated to speak. I do recommend that you do put your information in the chat, but if there's anyone that would like to let us know, what you guys do. And I know, Mildred spoke last week. She did mention that she was inviting someone tonight. I'm not sure if Madre, I always get her name wrong, Jasmine's smiling. So that's why I said, let me make sure I'm saying it correctly. She owns a company that does franchise development, but Madre also, she has a circle of funding for a lot of large development projects as well. So Joseph, I definitely think that connected with Madre as well as Luther. You guys are kind of like in the same financial field of lending. Definitely exchange information. And being that I'm speaking on you at the time, Madre, do you mind, just sharing with us like what type of funding and business capital that you provide, outside of just real estate? Is she there, Madre?
Okay, can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Okay, hey, good evening, everyone. So, my name is Madre Giles. I am a franchise developer, and I also I'm a broker with a hedge fund out of New Jersey. The projects that they like to work on is anywhere between 5 million and up. So, like big developments, acquisitions of companies, and things of that nature. So those are the bigger deals that they like to see. And for the franchising, it could be any type of business. It just have to be a proven model to be able to basically have a turnkey business to offer to other business entrepreneurs. And the name of the company is the Franchise Wave. So there's more information there, in devdevelopmentgroup.com is the hedge fund that I work with. And I'll put that information in the chat as well.
Thank you. Appreciate it. And as you guys can see, as everyone starts speaking, you're going to start seeing that there's literally different backgrounds, but each of these backgrounds is the key to the puzzle. And that's the reason what FTB is here created, because we need, people like Jeanette to be able to help structure, financial deals to be able to even have funding and capital. We need people like Al Tariq that can go out and find us properties and developments so we can bring them back to the table. So as a group, as an organization, then we can sit back and we can have these discussions. We can talk about what's actually needed, how much capital that Joseph need us to bring to the table in order for us to be able to get the money that we need to even do some of these, to do some of these deals. So I'm only painting that picture just so you guys can kind of understand the reasoning and the foundation of FTB. FTB is here for us all that's creators and us business owners. Us as a business owner, we're investing together in order for us to be able to, create the power of partnership. I'm looking at my screen, so I guess Al Tariq, if you want to, let everybody know what you do, and then I can kind of just go down the list, being that the faces I see, and then I can click past the arrow.
All right. My name is Al Tariq Bruton. I'm CEO of Bruton Capital LLC. I'm out of New Jersey. I'm a nationwide real estate investor, and I do wholesaling, and eventually want to get into doing some flips. I basically, find properties. I can, scour the whole country looking for properties and try to get them under market value and hopefully find a buyer, make some profit off of it. So with that said, I'm able to, find us the best deal on a property and hopefully help our bottom line doing so. And so basically just finding properties and finding good deals. That's what I do.
Thank you. Definitely appreciate you. Did you put all your information inside the chat?
I'm doing it right now.
If there's anyone else that would like to let us know about your business, we will come back a little bit, later down the line to where some more people can, speak as well. We got a couple of other things we wanted to touch on as well. Hey, Lene, I see your face just popped up on the screen.
Hey, how's everyone doing?
Hey,
Hey,
good. How are you?
good, thanks.
The floor is yours. Let us know what you do. Well, I know what you do, but let everybody know, being that let us know. Put it in the chat.
Hi, I'm Lene Lynch. I am an accountant by trade. I do not do taxes and I do not advise on taxes, but if you need help with anything finances, like figuring out how you want to manage your financial portfolio, creating a financial portfolio, fixing your credit, preparing to purchase a home, preparing to buy a car, reestablishing your credit or establishing your credit. I can help you with that. I'm also certified to teach meditation. So I do workshops for personal wellness with individuals. And I also travel and do women's empowerment events, and I teach financial literacy.
Awesome. A lady of all trades, many trades. I love it. Would anyone like to introduce themselves? Let us know a little bit about yourself, the services you provide, and what city you're in. Lene is actually out of Dallas, Texas. Yes.
Yes, I'm in Dallas, originally born and raised in New York, and I travel to wherever you need my services at.
That's
Thank you.
great. Welcome. Anyone else like to jump in? Not all at one time. We have a great turnout tonight. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We love when we have new and returning faces. We'll give an opportunity to open up the floor again, and then I'll kind of get into some of our membership and our portal information.
Good evening. My name is Ebony Woods, and I work with Flip These Bricks. I'm out of the Los Angeles area, and I actually work in commercial construction management, the youth entrepreneurship. I'm excited about that. I'm excited that that's going to happen. My daughter is almost 10. She earned the position of one of the highest coders in the world at the age of 6 years old through White Hat Junior. So she is a video game coder already.
That is cool.
And she loves Legos and building, and she listens to the calls sometimes and she asks questions. So I'll let her pop in and say hello in just a moment. But we are here and we are working with Flip These Bricks to bring everything towards LA. And I'm interested also in the flipping of houses and owning businesses and having Flip These Bricks build those businesses. So that's where I come in at on the construction management side and commercial real estate.
It's okay and say otherwise.
And here is my daughter to just say hello quickly.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, how are you?
Good.
Good. So glad that you popped in. Can you tell us your name and your age?
My name is Elise Rose and I'm 9 years old.
Years old. That's awesome. That means you're in like what, 3rd or 4th grade?
Regarding what he is talking about, I need to see.
Well, thank you so much. Are you interested in construction? It sounds like you love coding. Are you interested in building houses as well?
I like building houses through my Legos.
Lego. That's so cool. You have to take a picture of one of your projects and let your mom share it with us.
Okay.
All right. Thanks for coming on. Thank you. Too cute. So that's kind of a good segue as we're introducing ourselves. Once again, I'm Jasmine Robinson. Funny enough, my background is actually in childcare. I had an after-school program in Atlanta. It was a STEAM-based program for 12 years. I shut it down due to COVID, but I love kids, so I'm very excited about participating in our youth program as well. I do believe that, like the saying is, they are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Yes. And I'm also a realtor. I'm licensed in both Atlanta and Florida. I'm currently in the St. Petersburg area. I've been here about 3 years now. I also love property management and project management. So those are kind of my forte. I'm very excited about Flip These Bricks. I've been with them for about, I don't know, I think it's a long story, but actively the last 6 months, and we have grown and developed. I'm so happy to see the members joining, people joining us to learn more and then converting into members. Some of the great things that we have as a membership is, I would definitely say, the coaching that's available. Sorry, my phone's ringing, of course. But there's great coaching that is available, one-on-one with Daniel and with other members who are seasoned as well. I am now kind of calling myself the accountability coach. I have some great one-on-one conversations with our members. We kind of set goals and help them attain them. We also have a great book club that I've been hosting. We've been doing business development books, as well as our current book is Building One Wealth at a Time, which is an investment book. So we're going to kind of alternate, and we do that every Thursday evening, just for about 30 minutes. You can find more information about Flip These Bricks at flipthesebricksacademy.com. I guess I can share my screen, but you can go on there and you can definitely find information. You can see how to join us on Mighty Networks. So Mighty Networks is our membership platform. Let me share a screen real quickly. Hold on one second. This is kind of important. So it is our sharing platform for our members, where we're going to be sharing more of our events. We're going to be releasing our videos, and we'd love to have all of you guys join us on Mighty Networks. So if you can go to your Play Store, either in Apple, it's both Android and Apple friendly. If you look for Mighty Networks, it's this M right here. It's a black M. If you download it and then search for Flip These Bricks, you can join us. And we're building up our community. Some of our current members have been sharing more frequently. We've been sharing video about our Dallas project, and we'll continue to add to that. So hopefully you will follow us there. We have private spaces for investment conversations. We have spaces where you can share potential properties. So this is our communication outside of our weekly connection call. So please find us on Mighty Networks. It's a lot of great things on the platform to be shared. If you have any questions about membership, or if you would like an application, you can go to our website. And there's a link there for the application, or you can send me an email at membership@flipthesebricks.com. I definitely try to respond in a reasonable amount of time, so 24 to 48 hours. All right. Anybody have any current questions about membership or about Flip These Bricks? We can open up the floor now for some questions. They can be questions also to our financial guests that we had tonight. So let me know. Let us know. I see that everyone is sharing their information in the chat, which is excellent. We do share the recording on Mighty Networks as well for replay. So that's another place that you can kind of see the recording. If there's any information that you feel you've missed. Hi, Earl. How are you?
Very fine. Thank you for asking. How are you doing yourself?
I'm great. Thank you. Thanks for joining the conversation. Would you like to introduce yourself to the group?
Hi, my name is Mr. Earl Armstrong. It's a pleasure to make my acquaintance known to everyone. It's my first time on the FTP project, and I'm all ears.
Awesome. How did you hear about us?
Through Mr. Dawkins.
Oh, great. Well, he's always inviting. I love it. And what do you do?
Me, I'm an auto body shop owner.
Okay. And what state are you in?
I'm in New York.
New York. All right. Well, welcome. If anyone needs some body work, you now have a connection. Always, you can definitely put your information in the chat. I wish you lived in Florida, because my daughter is always wrecking something.
Jasmine, we do have someone that's in the car shipping business, and we're gonna be shipping the cars around. And then also Lene, she has a nice little pretty dent on the front of her car, and I've been talking to her about the longest. And Earl is actually we're gonna be investing, and this is the power of FTB, and this is the reason why we have this platform, because we're gonna be opening up a body shop in Dallas. So if you have not got that dent fixed yet, Lene, we're gonna.
I didn't, because I'm waiting on you and
we're gonna.
Bricks, you know?
We're gonna make sure, but within the next month or so, we got somebody looking for location. Once we can find location, he's gonna be opening up his next shop down in the Dallas area.
I can't wait.
I love it. I know. I'm just looking in the chat and I want to say hello, Ms. Walker. She is a hairstylist and a hair specialist. If you want to unmute and introduce yourself, we'd love to hear your voice. Definitely some great conversations going on in the chat. So thank you guys very much.
Hi everyone, my name is Regine. I'm from New York. I'm super shy. I did not intend on speaking. But my name is Regine. I'm from New York. I currently live in New Jersey. I am a natural hair care specialist. I am the founder of I Care Hair LLC. I create my own natural hair products, which I use on my clients as well, to help grow and restore their hair. I've worked with clients from ages 2 and up, and I've had like really good results on everyone that has used my product so far.
Very good. Thank you.
Congratulations. That's good.
I know. Welcome. So now you got to make that money so we could get an investment property next, right?
Yeah.
All right. Anyone else wanting to tell us a little bit about yourselves?
Good evening, everyone. My name is Myra Walters. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm the founder of Greater Works, Inc., which is a nonprofit that bridges senior adults and youth together through volunteer projects and community initiatives. I also am the CEO of the Heritage Group, which will be a company that will have a community development arm under it and other entities. Our goal is to develop a multi-use campus for seniors and youth, and also have prototypes throughout the country. So receiving some great information as far as, you know, the financial capabilities and just being a part of FTB. I'm also involved with community outreach. And so please stay tuned. We have some wonderful events that will be presented to the group. So hopefully we can network and spread the good news about FTB. So glad to be on the call.
Thank you, Myra. So awesome. I am excited about some of the upcoming events that we have. We're also working on a in-person monthly meeting in Atlanta. So for all of our Atlanta members, please stay tuned. We are working on that. We're trying to find a location. Once we find that, then we'll definitely be announcing some dates. I'm also going to be starting a meetup, an investment meetup in St. Pete as well. The first event's going to be in the month of March. So if you're in the area, surrounding area, or just feel like flying in for some sunshine, be more than welcome. I'll be sending out that information as well too. So we're going to get investors, subcontractors, realtors together and kind of network and see how we can create and stimulate some more business for each other. Okay. Does anyone have any funding questions that they would like to ask specifically to our finance people tonight? We're very thankful for them to come on and take the time to share information. So if we have any questions for them, this would be a great time. So I'm opening up the floor for that as well. And if we don't have any questions, definitely take the opportunity to introduce yourselves.
I'll take the time to introduce myself.
Okay, awesome.
I'm here at work and I'm not sure if the internet is stable enough because I know you guys keep on freezing and coming back. So if I freeze, I do apologize in advance. My name is George Maple of Maple Insurance Brokerage. I've been having my brokerage now for 7 years. And last month was the month that I actually am able to put everything
Kind of frozen on us, George. Am I frozen too?
No, you're not frozen. I think he just went out a little bit.
Okay, well.
break up.
You were back for a second. While he unfreezes, once again, I am going to encourage you guys to please join us on Mighty Networks. We have some episodes coming out, and also check us out on YouTube and Instagram. Oh, George, we tried. Would you like to try again? You froze up.
No, I think I'll hold off.
See,
I'm in
now
a
you're coming in
bad area.
Okay. Well, definitely drop your information in the chat and I'll let everyone know what you said. Okay. So yeah. But yes, definitely follow us. We're going to be uploading some episodes. I promise this week. I know I've been talking about it for a while, but it's so hard transferring large files. But I think I finally have figured it out. So we'll be uploading our episodes on YouTube and on Mighty Networks this week.
And there's an individual I want to introduce because I know if I don't say nothing, he isn't going to say anything. He's a business owner. He's laughing because he know I'm talking about him, Larry Johnson. He has two companies actually. He's in the trucking business and he also has a junk removal, company. I'm probably messing this all up, so I'm going to let him, basically talk about his business, but the potential that I actually see, which is great because we have people like Madre, in our organization. He has a really interesting, unique brand that I can actually see as a franchise. And this is the reason why, we're here once again at FTB. And I'm going to keep stressing that because I need us to understand when we get off these calls, we have to look at the individuals that's actually on these calls. We have to look at our members and we have to figure out how we can help and capitalize at the same time by supporting, striving businesses. Because when it boils down to it, it really boils down to extra streams of income. All of us are entrepreneurs. Some of us are working 9 to 5 and entrepreneurs, but there's only 24 hours in a day. So what we want to be, teaching and implementing here at FTB is creating what we call leverage. And we can do that by making minor, investments and sowing seeds into someone else's business that we see that's thriving for a return on investment. So Larry, if you want to introduce yourself, and let us know about both of your industries and who you are, and make sure you put your stuff, into the box. So this way we can some open line of communication a little bit later.
All right. Good evening, everyone. My name is Larry Johnson. I'm from New York, and I currently reside in Connecticut. I have a junk removal business that I started. It's a family business, and I also started a transport business called Roadrunner Transport LLC. Currently I'm working and still promoting my businesses at the same time. Connected with Mike, good friends and, good advice. So I'm here.
And make sure you put yourself inside the chat, and we'll have Madre give you a call so we can.
Right. I put all my information in the chat.
And the name of his company is Big Larry's.
Big Larry's Junk
Big Larry Junk Removal.
I like it. I like it. So I guess, do we want to speak any more in regards to funding, or what direction do we want to go in?
We can, there's a few other people on here that's business owners that can speak. One thing I do want to do, if I can get something out of them, every chance I get, I always invite my children on a call.
Yeah.
They've been watching me for many, many years. They're starting to ask questions. Particular, one of my sons, Aaron, he's always asking questions, and he's presenting things to me that I know that he's actually ready. And I just want him to introduce himself. Aaron, are you on a call? Elijah, you can unmute so Aaron can introduce himself. And he had asked me a question earlier that I told him to hold the question because it was more like a group question. So let's see if he wants to unmute. Elijah, are you there?
I'm looking.
He's there.
Oh yeah, I see.
I guess he's not going to say nothing, but that's where it all starts at, and that's the reason why I actually invited him on a call. Aaron is into gaming. He plays games. He makes money by playing games. He's into buying and selling and trading stocks. He's 15. And everything that revolves around him is actually making money and being able to turn things onto, autopilot. He's probably not even. He's probably not even on the call. I see Elijah's name is still there, but eventually he's definitely going to be in the program because he's inspiring to other other young people as well. But like I said, we have to invest in ourselves first. We have to reach internally because all of us have children or nieces or nephews or neighbors that we need to actually bring to the table because it's important that we actually invest, and that's the way that we invest back into the community. So as we start this youth program, you guys will see that I will have my boys involved. I do bring them out to construction sites. I have been bringing them out to construction sites since they was younger. And I'm just trying to get them involved. So make sure you guys are inviting all the young people that you have so we can start having that communication.
So I have a quick question for Joshua. I know your mom introduced you or invited you on the call. If you don't mind unmuting and saying what your interests are or what are your thoughts about what you've heard this evening?
Of course. Hello. Hello, everyone.
Hi.
My name is Joshua. I'm 26 years old, and I'm a fashion designer. I've been doing it for the past 7 years. Uh, it started off somewhat as a passion project where I created my brand, my clothing brand called Health Clothing, where I sell essential luxury garments, just like crew necks, hoodies, a bunch of different repurposed and upcycled garments as well. But through that, I was able to teach myself different textile art mediums such as screen printing, embroidery, and cutting and sewing and alterations. So through that, I've grown a client base of just local brands and businesses, helping them with their social media marketing as well as making decorated garments for them. So it's been a great experience, just like meeting other people and other designers because in return it influences me to keep creating and to keep going in businesses. So I appreciate y'all inviting me on tonight because I'm very enthusiastic to just learn. So thank you.
Yeah. I'm so glad that you spoke because, we are wanting to come up with a clothing line that is definitely a part of our vision. So I'd greatly appreciate it if you share your information in the chat and we can have a sidebar conversation.
Of course.
See.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing because I was looking at some of his stuff on Instagram.
Yeah.
And if you work for hire, Joshua, we still haven't landed the company that we have several different places where we're buying t-shirts and hoodies and stuff like that, just for members. So if that's something that you're interested, we can have that conversation as well. If you'd be interested in making some apparel for us.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely put the information in the chat. All right. I don't know. Do you want me to call on some names too? I can pick on the people.
Yeah, you could pick on a few of them. I see a couple of them chimed in.
I know. Let me see who's good. Lydia, I love
You
how you
see her,
turned off
right?
your camera.
She turned her camera off.
That was funny. She shut it down. She's like, "Don't even try it, Jasmine. Don't even try it." Okay. Well, what about some new faces like Miss Bondress? Would you mind saying hello, unmuting, and telling us a little bit about yourself?
How did I know you were going to call my name? Good
Because
evening,
I like it.
everyone. Good evening to everyone. Of course, my name is Vondress. I live in Connecticut. I am a minister of God's great gospel, which that is now my 24-hour profession. My secular profession was certified nurse's assistant. I am a people person. I love, love, love people. I'm also, I have a global ministry, one that is of children. I have young adults. And I also have two of my leaders on the call with me as well. A global ministry called Daughters of Zelophehad. I have a homeless shelter that I launched out in 2020. It has been a challenge getting that up and running and off the ground. And I also have a children's ministry called House of Prayer for All Children, where our children actually run a room in the Clubhouse Arena, which is a global mobile app. And they preach, they teach, they prophesy, they pray, they testify. Daughters of Zelophehad, our ministry is based upon building people, amen, changing lives, impacting lives, encouraging, helping people find within themselves their purpose and their God appointed purpose in life. And we found that we have actually been looking for each other all of our lives. And we just happen to find each other on an app. And so with that, we do ministry online, and we also are planning an event in July to take our children, bring them into the States. We have children in St. Lucia, Jamaica, and we're bringing them into the States for a week to go to Florida, evangelize, and they're going to go to Disney for the first time. Our mission also is to develop communities in each of the areas that we personally live in. One of the visions that God has given me is to develop communities like, you know, we see the Jews, they have this community where they have everything within their community. They have their doctors, they have their grocery stores, they have all these things. And we actually was in Georgia last year, and we actually saw a place that was being built up from the ground up, and it was almost as if God was allowing us to see like the vision, you know, in real life. So a couple of weeks ago, I was invited to an event by who I call my first lady, Jeanette Washington. And this is how I heard of the
These bricks.
I'm sorry.
I was like, you heard about Flip These Bricks?
Yes, yes, yes. And I was able to meet Daniel as well, and was very, 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 very taken aback by the fact that he said he doesn't do public speaking. And then when he opened his mouth, oh my God, I was just floored, and really was hearing a lot of information that I really kind of identified with, you know, the young people and developing and, you know, pushing our community, right? So I'm here. I'm excited about what's next. I really believe that for people, this is our time to be in those positions that we have never been in before. I believe that we're going to do things that we've never done before. So I'm excited to be here. And thank you.
Thank
Jasmine,
you.
for allowing me to
Thank
share.
you. Yes, we're excited to have you here, as well as all of our new faces. Thank you for inviting guests. We love that. This is a great time also to mention our referral program. We have a very strong referral program. So when you become a member yourself, a paid member, then you have the ability to receive a referral for any person that you invite and they become a member. It is $1,000 of our $1,500 membership fee. You can find out more information about this as well on our website. Our website is a great resource, guys. You can join our call through our website. You can join our book club through our website. You can join Mighty Networks through our website. So it's a great starting point for you when you're wanting to learn more about what we have going on and who we are as a community. We are a community. We're building a community of people, of like-minded business professionals. Anyone else would like to introduce themselves or have any additional questions?
I have a comment.
Yes.
I just want to say, you know, just looking at the power of our organization and what we're, looking ahead to manifest, this thing is going to be big. And, each week, I'm thrilled to see that, our network is getting stronger and stronger, week over week. And as more people, come together on these calls and, we're, building our network, we're getting stronger and stronger. And, we have a path laid out in front of us to where our organization is going to be self-sufficient, down the line, to where we won't even have to go outside of the network to get anything done. I mean, we have everything from investors to flippers, developers, property acquisitions. We have trash removal. We got a guy for building property, construction, fixing things, funding, money management, business development, clothing. If you need prayer, we got somebody for that. Amen. Custom clothing, you name it. So, I'm really, excited and glad and really, looking forward to what, this is going to become.
Yes. I love that. Thank you so much, Altariq. That is the truth. We are growing in numbers and we're also growing in our purpose, definitely defining our intention and moving forward aggressively. So we're excited every week when we have new people joining and spreading the word about Flip These Bricks. Awesome time. It's awesome season that we are in. Yes. Are you wanting to share iPhone 15 Pro Max, sir?
Just saying hello.
Hello.
Peace to everybody. Peace to Altariq. Peace to Daniel.
Peace.
Childhood friends. He told me to tune in for my busy schedule, so I'm tuning in.
Yes. We're glad that you have joined us this evening. Can you tell us your name? I'm sorry, did I miss it?
They know me as my real name is James, but they call me Jimmy.
Okay. Hi, James. I like
Nice to meet
doing
everybody.
this.
Good evening, everybody.
Very
I wanted
good.
to, and I wanted to invite, James, and as well as Al Tariq, and as well as Larry. These is childhood friends. Just to kind of give you guys a little background, because this FTB is a journey. We're going somewhere with this, and like Al Tariq said, soon we will become the bank, and we will be banking on ourselves. And amongst those three gentlemen, and there's a handful of us. All of us were young. We all met at one point in Job Corps, 16, 17 years old, from different walks of life. You know how you guys, for the college people who went to college and you met lifetime friends. Well, in Job Corps, we did the same. We lived together. We shared stories together. We ate together. We did things together. So, just to see, these brothers on the call, with their families, and they made it, we was written off. We wasn't supposed to make it. That's why Job Corps for us was the last option. It was, for some of us, I have some friends that if they didn't have Job Corps, then they were going to go to prison. And Job Corps definitely changed my life. I'm not going to tell, any of their stories, but I know it definitely changed their lives. And I know that collectively, just to see that, they're showing up and they're supporting me in this organization, it feels good to know that, you got some good brothers, on the team that like James said, I just showed up, just to hear. And I know he's definitely going to be, definitely going to be really, really supportive. FTB right now, we're not nonprofit. It's definitely a profit organization. We're not money driven is the reason why we're willing to take the $1,000 out of the membership in order to give that as a referral fee, because we do know that, we have to invest into community. And I figure, this organization, as of right now, do not have a high overhead. And what we're trying to do is become that organization that can actually produce what we say that we want to see. So if we can create the space, if we can get all of us in the same room and we can talk about it, and if we can keep meeting on these platforms, eventually is only thing that's going to come out of it is something great. So definitely, go out in the community, let people know what we're doing, show back up on a call if y'all not 100% sure of exactly, what y'all selling or what y'all doing. When y'all put your information inside the chat and y'all become members of the organization, we want to be able to put your businesses on our directory so we can start promoting, you guys' companies. Let people know about the call. This is a good way not only for young people, but to create that additional income. You refer 5 people, that's $5,000. That 5,000 could be, teamed up with 5 other people, and that's a down payment on the property without even having to touch anything out of your savings. It works. We have paid out commissions so far. We're not, pushing any type of, network marketing or anything. It's a direct sale. When a person joins, you pay your $1,500. When we look at that application and we see who name was the referral, we're going to then in return, we're going to send $1,000 out to the individual who referred. We want this organization to grow. We are the only organization that I know of in the United States that pay its members to be a member. We are no different than the Chamber of Commerce. When you look at a platform, we're no different than the Real Estate Investors Association. We are at the ground level. So there's a lot of things that isn't in place, and we're not ashamed to say that we don't have it all together. I do have the vision is the reason why I'm creating a platform to at least get us all in the same room, because that's where it starts. Once we can get at the room, we can pull up a seat at the table, we can be able to talk about it, and I can 100% guarantee nothing but greatness is going to come out of this organization. Regine mentioned, she makes hair products. Well, I don't have any hair. I need some of it. I went and got a tattoo on my head so it looked like I have hair, because I exhausted every option besides those acupunctures that I see everybody doing. I don't know if I want to go that route, so maybe I need to reach out to kind of get some more products. But I bring all that up to say this organization, we're actually working in the background to where we want a space for our members to put their products on our site. So Joshua Apparel could be on our site. Regine Hair Products could be on our site. If You Wrote Books could be on our site. We want to collaborate, with people like Mrs. Tolbert, who may be a lot further down the line, within her organization, to where she may already have a reach of the youth that we can start right within our own community, because we got people in our organization that's already interacting, so the vision is just a vision. And I know that I can't do it all by myself. And this is the reason why I'm constantly advocating on the front line. So this way I can be able to reach these business owners. And it's important that we get, participation from members as you guys start joining, so we can start advocating and allocating, some of these duties within our own communities. We all in different places. And like I said, it starts at home first. So we start reaching back into our own communities. Before you know it, we will be global, and every community will basically be moving on the same wavelength. So that's basically the foundation of FTB. This is truly the global business network, and nobody know who we are besides, the word of mouth for the people who's actually on this call.
Yes.
So let people know, invite people here. This is the networking Uber organization, and there's no organization paying the commissions that we're paying, because I know that if we paid the people and they showed up and give them something to do, once we start discussing our business opportunities, that's where our goals and our focus really is. So we don't need to make all the money now. We just need to keep it in circulation. We just need to keep it in circulation, because as long as we keep it in circulation, it's going to be spent within the community. and we can start investing, amongst each other.
Yes, the power of partnership is our mantra. The power of partnership. We truly believe in that. I wanted to say quickly, just because January has been my mindset month, it's the beginning of the year. I wanted to mention a really good book for you all. Sorry, switching gears a little bit, but it's called The 12-Week Year by Brian Moran. And the reason why I'm mentioning it is because if we break down our year, we don't want to take it for granted. Be like, oh, we got all year to do it. And then we know the years have been going by faster and faster. So if you take the approach of the 12-week year, you have 4 years in 1 year, and you can get 4 times done. So check out the book. It's really good. Anyone else wanting to share, chime in, comments, opinions, things we need?
What I did want to say, Jasmine, real quick, and Dr. Samuel, I did get a chance to speak to Cynthia. She did send me information for everybody that's on the call that might not, well, that's maybe not be privy to this information, and maybe too soon for some of you guys. Dr. Samuel has an organization, and he can kind of talk about it a little bit. I like to highlight him every week because he is our first collaboration that we actually looking to do some things abroad. He has a training program called People's Concern International, and his organization is nonprofit based out of Dallas. He's from Cameroon, Africa, and they train and teach the trades of young people. So I'm taking the challenge and have taken the challenge and accepted the challenge to sit on his board of directors to help bridge the gap between the States and Africa. Now, there is a trip coming up. Cynthia did give me some dates. She said it's going to be going on from May 1st to May 22nd. So for those who's interested or have the time that in such short notice that would like to go to Africa, we're going to be going, it's going to be in 2 phases. Some people is going to stay 10 days, and some people is going to stay for about 7 days. No, I think it's 7 days and 15 days, something like that. But we're going to be going to 3 different countries, Cameroon, Ghana, and Nigeria. So I'm looking at my phone trying to read some of the stuff she sent to me earlier. So I'm going to get with Dr. Samuel. I'm going to get with Jasmine. And for our members, I'm going to put these dates. If you guys want to go to Africa, to experience what we will be doing as far as going into Cameroon, and speaking with some officials over there with some global collaboration, as well as getting some leisure time. Any of you guys are more than welcome to come. One trip is going to be $3,700, and the other one is going to be $5,200. And that's the $5,200 is for the 3 weeks. That's complete flight, room and board, and everything. That's going to be for the 3 weeks. And the $3,750, I got to get a little bit more detail. I'm thinking that is just for the 10 days, to be over there for 10 days. And what's going to happen is the trip is going to start in Nigeria, and it's going to make its way through Ghana and into Cameroon. So within the first week and a half, once you come out of Nigeria going into Ghana, for those who staying for only 10 days, at that time is when that portion of the people will return back, to the United States. And then everyone else who decided they want to stay for the full 3 weeks. And I know it's short notice, but at the end of the day, these are the type of experiences that we want to bring here at FTB, and the collaboration with People Concerned International. I'm definitely, interested. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a great collaboration. And then also, when we speak of nonprofit, every nonprofit organization on this call, one thing that we're going to be pushing through FTB is that we as business owners, all of us need tax write-offs. So let's look into our organization, even if you guys haven't done your taxes right now. Once you guys speak to your accountants and you see how much taxes that you actually owe out, instead of, what normally you'll commit to just pay those things, if you need any other write-offs, reach back out to our organization. Let's tap into one of our nonprofit organizations and let's see if, what they need, and we can make that donation into one of these nonprofit organizations. So, you're going to give it away to Uncle Sam anyway. So let's give it to one of our members of the organization that has a nonprofit and support their cause. So that's something that we're going to be really, really stressing, really, really pushing. What I've seen over the years, especially when it comes to nonprofit, people who don't really understand them, they all want to say they want to start a nonprofit because we all want to help. But at the same time, I've seen a lot of nonprofits struggle to get funding or even the support to really support their mission. So this is a reason why I didn't want to become nonprofit. I wanted to become profit. So therefore, I had more power on what I wanted to do with the funding that we actually make. But our members of our organization, we can be strong enough to get on the ground level of these nonprofit organizations and basically be able to support these missions, because we don't have to create all these programs. These programs are already created, within some of you guys' organization. We just want y'all to bring those programs to the table. If y'all already got paid training courses that you guys are getting paid for, we're not looking to profit off of what you're already doing. Bring your classes to our organization so we have more resources to give out to our members, and then it gives you guys more exposure in another place that you got multiple people in the organization pushing your products, and that's what we're creating here with our global business network. That's pretty much what I have to say for the rest of the day. And if anybody have any questions for me, for those who don't know, for those who do know, I'm a builder. That's what I do by trade. I'm moving into other areas of my life now as well. Like I said, we're looking for other streams of income. So I'm looking to invest in you guys as well. So keep showing up and let's talk about it.
Yes. Thank you, Daniel. Anyone else want to comment, introduce, any of those things? For our members, what time it is. But for our visitors, our people that are joining us tonight, I am the timekeeper. That is the ongoing joke. That is my job. I want to start on time and I like to end within a reasonable amount of time. So it's truly been a great call. Hopefully, everyone is walking away with some more information, feeling more confident, and this has been fruitful to you. That is our goal. And like we said, this is a power partnership. We're wanting to connect people together and connect opportunities. A lot of great things coming. Please join us on Mighty Networks. That's where I will be posting upcoming events and all the good stuff. You can find me on Mighty. And if anyone else doesn't have anything else to contribute, depending on where you're from, we'll say goodnight. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. Daniel, don't fuss at me. We will stay around for a few more minutes afterwards. That's what I should say. That's my disclaimer for anyone who would like to continue to talk, connect, join. We'll be here. Have a great night, guys. Thank you so much. See you next Monday. See you on Mighty Networks. Stay positive. Thank you. Read more books.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you, guys. Read more books.
Definitely read more books.
Read more books. Knowledge is power. Right. Have a great night. Good night, Ebony. Good night, guys. Thank you, Joshua. I will be reaching out to you.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Yes. Good night, Dr. Samuel. Hi, Anthony. You didn't have much to say tonight. I see you, though. I see you.
Thank you, Daniel, for
Thank
bringing up that.
you.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I will check on Cynthia. Yeah.
Yeah, she just messaged me today, and she sent me all of that information. So I just wanted to briefly just mention it to the group, but I would definitely definitely get with you. And like I said, if
Yeah.
we need to go a month back just to, get a little bit more time for everybody to,
Yeah.
I'm okay with that as well. But that's basically what she sent me today.
All right. And
I'm gonna have to
when you will be
register
here in
some-
Dallas, we'll look at more of arrangements. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
Hello, Jimmy.
Oh, good night.
Good night.
I gotta work harder so I could go on the trip. I want to go to Africa. You guys are not letting me.
You would love it. Ghana.
I
We
want to
started
go too.
I know. I'm like, I'm gonna have to start
Daniel,
referring
you saw
some
the tape?
people.
I showed you the videos.
No, you have to
Some
share them
videos.
with us.
No,
He sent me a bunch. I didn't give them to you yet, Jasmine, but we're gonna highlight them and put them on the page. They're working. They're definitely working. Samuel, we're 100% in support of you as well as your organization. We just strategically just trying to make sure that we get certain things in line. But I have everything in rotation, so we're definitely gonna be posting, your videos, young people working and everything else.
Thank you.
Yes, I'm excited.
Okay.
I
You
am.
love it. You eat some African food.
I know. I'm gonna stay. You guys gonna take me over there, and then I'm just be like, you know what? I ain't going back.
No, with Daniel, you'll be safe.
Right? I was like, Daniel, just build an office here. That's all.
Yeah.
That's our new headquarters.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you,
Thank
Altariq,
you.
for that great statement tonight. That was so awesome. Greatly appreciated.
Mhm.
You heard me. All right. So yeah, thank you, Daniel. I guess we can reconvene. You're gonna make time for a meeting later this week.
Okay.
All righty.
And I definitely wanna get with Mrs. Tolbert with the organization. She was speaking with the ministry, and she has the shelter in Stanford.
Fontress, yes.
Yeah.
Fontress. So I think what I'm gonna start doing too is I'm gonna come up with a follow-up email for like new people. Might be a little bit of work, but I'm gonna try. So I got work to do.
Could you hear me a minute ago?
No.
I didn't think so. I said thank you. And
I know,
anytime.
thank you. I appreciate it.
I responded, but I had these headsets on, and I think they kind of went out of whack on me.
That's all good, no problem.
Mhm.
I just wanted you to know that I appreciate it for speaking up. We had 32 people on the call tonight.
Yeah, we were deep.
That's very good. I know. I wish we had a few more participants from our members, but
So Mr. Earl Armstrong finally made it to our call, huh?
Yes, I finally checked in.
very good. I'm like, hopefully you enjoyed it as well.
Well, I definitely did. I had a lot to say, but being that it was my first chime in and I was kind of late, I wanted to just hear what was going on. I definitely interested in making a trip to Africa because I have a lot of my own plans. Like, you make goals for life, and if you achieve them, you do. If you don't, you don't beat yourself up about it. But I have big plans for African development.
Good.
And not necessarily on the development part, as is more in the material, developing a material supply to build in Africa.
So
we
like the
could
logistics of it, you mean?
not the logistics, just to be more of the supply.
Okay.
So it's like bricks, they flip these bricks. So to build houses, you need bricks.
Yeah.
To get bricks, you need mountains. So I don't want to give everything out on the first day, but
Understood. No, I get it.
we need to. So I'm definitely looking forward to the trip in Africa. And I want to see. Like my logical thinking, if it's gonna apply to my future endeavors and investments and profits.
I like it.
So
And
you
I
want
definitely
you want to go over there and buy a mountain, and we start chipping the mountains and stones and bringing it back and making concrete.
Exactly. We build it back and bring concrete. So we buy the woods and use the trees, and we buy the mountains and use the bricks. But we don't use an area where it's like sacred or um historical or anything like that. We just use random rural land and buy some, rock quarry, and then start cutting down some woods, utilizing our natural resources.
I like it.
That's been a plan of mine for a lot of years now, because I looked into the price of one brick. Like when you actually say, man, how much does it cost to buy one brick? And then they say, I need 10,000 of them. Then you say, damn, how do I supply my own bricks? What do I need to make bricks? And then you look into the machines, you look into the ingredients, and then you find a solution for the problem that you have now. So my solution to my problem is buy a mountain, chip it down, and make bricks out of it. Buy a brick making machine, and then start making brick homes.
And the thing is, that's the way that it's done. I just don't see it ever happening with people that look like us, you see, because when you go into Jamaica, you look on the side of the road and some of the poorest areas, you see them mining all the granite and the countertops right out of the side of the mountain while people are on vacation. That's just the way it is. My office is right across the street from a concrete plant. So I see big stones come in all the time, and I see it being crushed and then turned into gravel. Then I see the gravel trucks coming out, taking it to the construction site. So at the end of the day, it's just a matter of us being able to get land here, one, so we can be able to have somewhere to bring that stuff to, and then investing in the equipment to be able to do those things. Now, Dr. Samuel and his camp in Cameroon makes bricks. They make bricks. They build their homes from scratch, and they make their own bricks from scratch. And I got a few videos of young women making bricks with no equipment whatsoever. So one, it's a major industry, the stuff that you're talking about. You know, those are the things that we need to get involved in, because and those are the things that, may cause, civil wars in our country, because I'm sure that we're going to have some army behind, shipping that stuff from across the country. Because now we're getting into a whole nother, but, FTB going to be so big, I won't enter an army, and we'll be able to maybe, I'm a negotiator, so I think I could work it out with all of those people overseas that's killing people for this stuff for many, many years now. So now you're getting into a whole nother animal. So, don't tell too many people that in public. But it's definitely.
That's why I held it out to the very last end of the conversation. I didn't want to just blab it out.
It's definitely lucrative. And the thing is, you don't got to go all the way to Africa for that. You can go right to Kansas. You can go right to the North Georgia mountains.
Oh, absolutely.
There's so like here in Westchester County alone, there's so much land that's just not built on because it's too much rock. So, you just got to get the bulldozers to chip all of that stuff out. Like it's a business like anything else. But majority of those type of businesses I see, they got one in Roswell, like the Roswell Mill. They got another one that off of the Tappan Zee that runs through New Jersey all the way upstate. On the side of that water, you see those big machines just crushing rock that look like they've been crushing rock for about 100 years. So, we could, I don't know, man. Maybe we can just go and, take the plan. Take over the plan and do it the easy way, the way that it was done, right?
Yeah. Because we got equipment now. We got technology now. So that's the step up.
Jasmine, Earl is my nephew. So just so you know who he is, he's my nephew. We like the same age, right? My sister had him right when my mother had me. So we kind of grew up as brothers because we so close in age. But he honestly, the stuff that he's speaking is himself. He is ahead of his time. And about 20 years ago, when I originally was starting this company, there's nobody on this call, so I could say what I want to say. But he was telling me back then that I should steal bulldozers, dig a hole, and bury them. So in 20 years from now, we have our own bulldozers. So now he's talking about we gotta go get some rock out of Africa.
I know it sounds crazy, right?
Remember,
Okay, Earl. I'm like, I see where your mind is at.
you remember
Yeah,
you told me that, Earl, Skeeter?
Yeah, I remember that. I was telling somebody today the story when I told you that we need to start buying the building material. I said we can't afford to buy a whole house. So let's just start buying one sheet of sheetrock at a time, or like pallets at a time. Like buy a bundle of wood, a bundle of bricks, and just put it down. And eventually, we have a house worth of building materials. And now, building materials like 40 times as much as it was at the time. Even gasoline at the time. Back then, gasoline was like 89 cents, maybe $1.29. Now here, well, I pay well, it's cheap now, but super gasoline ranges into like the 430s on a regular basis. So yeah, the inflation has definitely uh gotten a grasp on us, but us as critical thinkers need to stay ahead of the curve, pretty much.
Yeah.
We gotta stay ahead on
We gotta start putting the bulldozers in the ground.
Yeah, that's what they told me to do. Dig a hole with the bulldozer and then use it to cover it up and just leave it there.
Right.
And get it
Then
later.
come back in 20 years and it's just like, all right, they already wrote it off. I was young then, but it still makes sense now.
Still makes
You
sense.
just pull the bulldozers out of the ground, they're brand new. No,
right,
but
well.
definitely with the Africa situation, like Mike was saying, it doesn't have to be Africa. I live in Amsterdam, New York. There's mountains all over the place. There's a big, huge rock quarry. I remember 4 years ago when I first moved there was a mountain there. Now there's just a hole in the ground.
Yeah, because you need concrete. Concrete is the biggest industry. There's more money in concrete than anything.
Exactly. And I don't know if you got the link from Uncle Sean, from your brother, Sean. He's my uncle, but your brother, about the house in Bangkok. So places like that, all those places are built out of pure concrete. If we can get our hands on a little mountain, whether it's in Kansas, Seattle, Florida, anywhere, it's a good idea.
You ain't got no mountains, no Florida.
No, they probably don't have mountains in Florida.
But
that's
you know
like
what you know what they do got in Florida? To make concrete, you need sand.
Sand, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of
exactly.
sand.
And see, what really made me even look up the whole thing about the blocks was the price to buy the blocks in Africa to actually build a home there. That's what made me look into how to make my own bricks. So it just started, I was like, all right, sand, mortar, straw, step on it. When you're watching Moses, step on it to make bricks. And then it's like, man, they got machines for this. Man, you might need some limestone. Where do you get limestone from? You get limestone from a mountain. You get a mountain land that's not flat, that you can't build on, that solid rock is worthless to a builder, but for somebody that's going to actually use the resource, is worth a ton of money. So we could probably buy mountain land under market value and then turn around and utilize the resources from it.
Yeah, there's a lot of cheap
Yeah, you guys are definitely related.
I wish he would have took his camera off. You want to hide behind incognito.
No way, because y'all trying to talk me.
Well, I'm in the car. I'm driving. There's
Really
a few
nice.
reasons why I didn't take my camera off.
Nice meeting your nephew.
So I must say the pleasure was all mine.
Yes. Good night, Daniel. Because you guys could go for like a whole nother 30 minutes easy, like
30 minutes.
without taking a breath, So Al Tariq is here to support. I'm out. Good night, guys.
Good night.
I gotta go do some work.
All right, good night.
Bye.
Open up the boxes and absolutely take
Hello?
what you
I don't know
absolutely.
which one you are, Daniel. I'm like,
hello?
Hello, yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, but you know something though. That's when you get into what you're talking about. Um, we got to get into shipping containers and we got to get into shipping boats because the resources in Africa are limited. Whether you know it or not, even though they got those mountains and everything that's over there, a lot of that still stuff is still being controlled by the Europeans. You see
Right.
what I'm saying? So right now, Ghana is giving away land for free to come over there and build. So about a good $65,000-$70,000 of US dollars will get you a 3,500 square foot house in Ghana.
That's huge.
You know, so
Yeah, but you
so
got to get people to move there.
so,
So we got to.
so what do you think about the call?
Honestly, I like it. I wish I would have connected it earlier tonight and definitely weeks ago, because then I could have heard more and I could have participated more. So I didn't really have much to say because she was asking about did anybody have anything to say about the financial situation that was going on. And I didn't really hear much, so I really couldn't say too much about it. But overall, I like it. You look good. Everybody looks good. I'm hiding behind my camera because I don't look good right now. But yeah, and then I was driving. I was like, oh shoot, the call. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been trying to get on for a couple weeks. That's why I put the video off today, because it was like I wanted to make sure I got on the call, but not um be all ratchet looking and shit. You know what I mean?
And now that's cool. I just wanted to invite you to this way. You can start, getting
Yeah,
sometimes as business owners, we get caught in business and we just doing business all day long to where we're good. You see what I'm saying? But if we start collaborating with other business owners and actually start producing the things that we actually need in the community, we will actually start seeing change within our community. Because
I'm gonna
what
take my
happens with a lot of blacks, especially our entertainers and all of that stuff like that, they
this how I look right now. I didn't even shave since I've been home from a thing.
well, you still look the same. What's all that junk in your back feet?
Yeah, I mean my face is clear and all that stuff, but I didn't shave. I haven't shaved in a month and a half.
That's cool. Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna call you sometime tomorrow, and I'm gonna let you know because today's the 22nd. I'm supposed to be going
this weekend.
I'm supposed to be going. That's what I'm saying. I'm supposed to be going to Texas. So I'll touch bases with you. I'll touch bases with you tomorrow. We can talk about it.
Now in Texas, what other ties you got out there? What ties you got as far as like so you build houses only. So what kind of stuff you got going on with the car stuff? Like as far as like a dealer license, you trying to get a
See, the
car lot
thing
out there too?
is, I will get the car lot from the lot that you put your body shop at.
Right.
You
Right. All
see,
that stuff
you
goes
see
hand in
what
hand.
I'm saying?
Let me see it. Is it just us again, or are we back?
Huh?
Is it just us still, or is other
It's
people still?
me, you, and I think Mike Sherrod is still on. Me, you, and Mike
All right.
Sherrod. There's one other person still here.
So with the body shop, that's going to give us the availability to do the car lot, um, U-Haul,
I know.
or a few different options that we can have once we have spaces, like it's like artist space, and then we're going to use the space to create. So we're going to just create with it. We're going to create the body work. We're going to create other businesses out of it. You understand? I've been really giving it a lot of thought, man. I'm ready to make the move. Ready to make the move.
It's nothing upstate where you at in Schenectady.
Nothing. The only thing here is that the property is in New York. That's the only thing about it.
See, the thing is, you don't have to give up the property here, but when you leave New York, right? Number one, how you need to live in New York is way outside of
the means
right now.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So, like right now, I'm planning on building me a house here in New York. Probably back in Purchase or the back of Westchester, Rockland County or something like that. But that's my long-term goal. So if you open up that body shop, and the thing is, the only reason why I say in Texas is because one, not only that I'm going to be down there, Texas is a thriving market. We did Atlanta already. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you can't go to Atlanta and do it. Atlanta is so oversaturated. It's like why come in from the ground level to compete? You
Right.
see what I'm saying? In the Dallas area is what Atlanta was
In the
15
90s.
years ago.
Right.
So you got poor and rich. And then all the middle class is what's thriving right now. You see what I'm saying? It's really, really nice. It's nice areas. Texas is its own economy. Texas, you don't have to do anything in Texas but stay in Texas. Texas, you don't have to do nothing. Everything you need is right there. So my thing is this. All the labor is there. Only thing you're doing is going down there and setting up that company, getting that thing going, getting your management in place and working that business until you got the people that you know is getting that stuff done, and then you can move around the world. You can make $1 million your first year in Texas. If the economy is that big, you know what I'm saying? They're constantly having car accidents. They don't got that many shops that do all the tricking out of the cars and all of that stuff. It's a few, but not in Dallas. Most of all that stuff is in Houston. People got to leave to go to Houston to get all of that stuff. And then right there in North Texas, if you Google Highland Park is the richest city in the whole state of Texas. You slap dead in the middle of everything worth having. So, it's on you, man.
I told you I'm trying to come down there.
Yeah, it's all about investing for
the future.
Investing for the future. So I created FTB mainly for everybody else. It's just for other business owners to have a place to thrive in. You know what I'm saying? So that's what FTB is for.
That picture in the background is the house you're working on?
That's a house that I built already.
Oh, it's already done?
Yeah,
This is brolic. How many square feet was that?
Huh?
How many square feet is that?
I don't remember. Probably
more.
But that's a small house. That house is probably like, I doubt if it's 4,000 square feet. That just put that up as a background because my background is bad. If you look at my background in my office, I got nothing but business cards and papers and everything actually on the background. So I just threw that up just to have a background. All right, man, I'm about to go, man. So be safe out there. Let's kick it tomorrow. And you want to go to Texas?
Yeah, I want to go to Texas.
Friday?
Friday.
All right. I'll call you tomorrow.
We'll talk about it tomorrow, and I can tell my people, and then that way I can make sure I got clearance.
Well, you should do that now, because like I said, do that. I'll call you tomorrow.
All right.
All right, later.
Yes.